All right, we are off to the best fruit market in the whole world. So rude. We're off to the best fruit market in the whole world. It's a very good fruit market. They usually have the giant watermelons, which is obviously what I'm after. Lots of different tropical kind of stuff. Yeah. It's also burning hot. I'm like sweating my balls off.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get a bunch of cherries as well? How much are these cherries? Can I try one? How big are the boxes? Here we go. Best dates ever. Okay, yeah, I'll take that as well. Is that recording? That's recording. Guys, you don't understand how excited I am about what you probably do because, I don't know. These dates from, can't even see my head now. These dates from Saudi, these are like the, I would say the best dates in the world are, I always say the best dates in the world are Zamli, followed by the actual fresh ones. But my friends, when you get these kind of ones, and they're kind of dry as well, but they literally taste of pure sugar, and just dunked in some almond butter or cashew butter, or just, that's just sweet fix right here. Having said that, I am on the lookout for a brownie. I really want a fucking brownie. Time to crack open this giant watermelon. This is literally the highlight of my day, like every day. I wish I knew how much this actually weighed, because it is quite massive. Alrighty. Question is, do I cut it down the middle or do I cut it down the long ways? It's like a very, very important decision. It can just change the whole experience of eating, if you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, woo! Oh, it's a fucking good one. Look at that. Would you look at that? The middle bit's always the sweetest. Wherever the pips are, it's always the sweetest. Mmm. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10, babe. Yay! Now that is how you cure depression, my friends. Momentarily, anyway. Should listen to that crack. Beautiful. Cheers. That is hands down the best watermelon I've had so far this year. And let me tell you, I fucking needed it. Mmm. I know you're all thinking, oh come on Miles, you're not gonna eat that all by yourself. Yes, I bloody well am. You know how sometimes watermelon is better with lime, like it just is, but then sometimes you get ones that are just this good and they don't need anything. Mm. It's not even like orgasm level, it's like triple orgasm level, if you know what I'm saying. Gonna go munch this in the sun and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Alright, so these are the dates that we bought earlier at the market. When it comes to dates, I'm usually not Medjool, but Zamli. I tell you about Zamli dates all the time. They are just the best. They taste like caramel. But my friends, these dates are, I don't even know what they are. But they're from Saudi Arabia, so I'm assuming they're good. Would you look at them? They're kind of more like dried dates. Maybe a little bit of focus actually on it, there we go. They're a bit drier than like Medjool or the other kind of gooey ones, but they literally just taste like pure sugar. Pure sugar. Can we focus? Cheers. Okay, that was literally the sweetest date I've ever had in my life. Don't actually know the official variety of these. If I find out, I'll put it on the screen, but let me tell you, they are... Forgot to take the pip out. They are sweeter than sugar. Cheers. And the grand fruit finale, I have some of these black cherries, which, if I'm being honest, when I tried them at the market, they were very sweet. And some of them have already gone moldy in the space of like 3 hours. They're very sweet, but some of them have gone moldy. First of all, can we just appreciate my tan line? But also, why am I sweating so much indoors? Why? For everyone that's been asking, but I never show you, this is the multi-nutrient I take. Take it every single day. It's the one from Vivo Life, and I'll leave the link down below. It has the best spectrum of nutrients, including iodine and K2 as well. And like I always say about Vivo Life, it's the ethics. It's the ethics. That's why I'm so passionate about them. For every order, a new tree is planted for the purpose of reforestation, and I think that's pretty fucking amazing. So yeah, if anyone that's been looking for a good multi, link down below. Cars be so loud. I was about to say whose engine is on, it's actually mine. There we go. I've decided I'm in the mood for a brownie. In fact, not a brownie, like multiple brownies. I feel like sometimes you just need multiple brownies after a mental breakdown, which is pretty much every day for me. So basically I need brownies every day. There's, oh my god, the camera, I can't deal. There's a place I've shown you before around here called the Veg Box. They make the best beetroot brownie in the whole world. Doesn't taste like beetroot, just tastes like a really good, proper gooey brownie. And then there's another place as well called, I think it's called Love Brownies. Either way, I'm gonna go to both places, pick up all and any kind of vegan brownies that they have. When you're going through stuff, you just need brownies. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like you all know what I'm saying. Can I get 2 of the beetroot brownies, please? They had 2 left and I'm taking them both. Do you do iced coffee as well? Cheers. Guys, I legit ordered an iced latte, but there's no ice in it. Do I complain? Do I not? I feel like I want to, but this is what I came here for. Cheers. Goo factor. The fact that I got 2 as well, as if I'm not gonna eat them both in one go. Cheers. Honest review, the brownies get a 10 out of 10. The iced coffee gets a 0 out of 10 because there's no ice in it, but cheers anyway. This happens every single time I come to a vegan place. Someone just recognized me from YouTube and asked for a picture, and I literally had chocolate all over my face and was just sitting here stuffing 2 brownies in my face. And also, when they saw me, like, what the fuck did they see? Just like sitting here face down with my head in a box of brownies and then resurfacing like this. I'm at the other place I was chatting about. It's called Canterbury Love Brownies. Let's see what they've got. Can I get one of the double chocolate ones? I have come to Waitrose to do a little bit of shopping. I do have a list, but I've said this before, whenever I have a list, I never stick to it. I just go in there and buy things that I want, and then realize that I didn't buy what I was supposed to buy, and then come back later. It actually happens all the time, I'm not even kidding. So yeah, I'm here to buy ingredients for my favorite lunch, which I'm gonna whip up when I get back home. Also ingredients for green juice. If it wasn't for cleaning the juicer, I would have fresh green juice every single day without fail. But for me, there's something very like satisfying and therapeutic about grocery shopping. Don't know why. I'm also still pissing out that giant watermelon that I ate this morning. But you know what, it was so worth it. It's always worth it. Like, it's all, even if I have to piss for every 10 minutes for the rest of the day, it's worth it. It is, I promise you it is. I bought 10 times more than I was supposed to, but what did you expect? One thing I really wanted to talk about was the fact that I know it probably comes across in my vlogs, my videos, day in the life kind of stuff, that my life might seem from the outside to be very relaxed, easy flowing, kind of like slow pace. You know, like in a lot of my vlogs, you'll just see me like eating and making food, reviewing nut butters, laying in the sun, having picnics, but that really is just such a tiny part of my life, like 5–10% of my life. And by no means am I complaining, I'm very blessed, I have an amazing life. And those parts of my life are very real, but obviously they're just a tiny part of my life. And actually, behind the camera, on a day-to-day basis, there are certain things which are a real challenge, and I know I'm very open and honest with you guys and talk about so many different subjects. I know that me sharing my experience might help people to avoid making the same mistakes that I did, but also that people can relate, right? I'm just I'm not normal at all. I'm just another person, just like everyone else on this planet, that has things that kind of, you know what I mean. The thing with me is that I'm a bit of a workaholic, and you probably don't understand that because on YouTube I post once a week. But I'm the kind of person that, trust me, there's a lot that goes on in my life which maybe one day I'll be able to share on camera. And I know I get very intimate and deep and share so much with you guys, but there are certain things which I just can't right now. And like it's nothing bad, it's nothing to worry about. It's just my life on a daily basis can be quite stressful, and that's mainly induced by myself, because I'm the kind of person that always, like, I feel like I constantly have to keep running and running and running and working. When I say running, I don't mean actually running like jog running, you know. I mean just like, one of the hardest things for me to do basically is to have days where I just rest and relax. And if I'm being honest, even though this, you know, vlogging, YouTube is my work, is my life, those are probably the most relaxed and easy flowing days that I have. Even forcing myself to make this vlog is essentially a rest day for me. Again, because there's so much that I'm always working on or doing behind the camera which I can't share yet, and some things which I might never be able to share. There's no one else in this world putting pressure on me. I put pressure on myself with everything that I do. And I'm sure there are so many of you, if you also have that perfectionist mindset, that you can relate, right? Nothing is ever good enough, nothing is ever satisfying. Even if you achieve something incredible, you always think, well, you know what, I could have done even better. And that's me, that's the story of my life, always have been like that. My mind is always on complete overdrive, and so I'm really making a conscious effort to be present, be in the moment, do things that I enjoy, and do them without thinking that I have to work to achieve them. Even if it is just really stupid little things, you know? You know, I feel like some of you know. Do you know? Some of you know. Tell them how it is.
My hair's all messy.
Your hair's all messy.
Yeah.
Look at mine. It looks like the Australian bushfires. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job of explaining what I'm like off camera.
I was listening, and I feel like you actually do a really good job at explaining. And I think you underestimate how many people struggle with something like that. So I think that many people that are watching can relate to what you're describing. Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, obviously that's the only reason I share this kind of stuff. I don't know, would you guess it? You used to watch my videos before we were together. Would you have thought, oh, he's a crazy, fucked up workaholic? Yes. Yeah, not workaholic, but just the discomfort I find in relaxing is quite worrying sometimes.
Yeah, but that is obviously, as you already mentioned, a trauma response, right? Like,
I don't think I said that.
The fear of the stillness that can be found in relaxing, right?
Yeah.
Like just the fear of actually slowing down and just be with the moment without having something else to do or distract yourself with. So that's one part of it.
I guess that's one thing I should have said as well. It's not just about work, it's about a constant distraction. Because it is that stillness that I'm afraid of.
Understandably.
But yeah, it is that stillness that I'm afraid of, because then I start thinking, and then I can start spiraling, and then I can literally, I mean, I already made a whole video about how my mind is so different to normal people.
It really is. It's the most fascinating thing to explore your mind. It really is.
Really?
Yeah, because it's your way of perceiving the world is so fundamentally different to mine, and I think to many people's. So
yeah,
I feel like my hair is so messy.
Babe,
you messed it up completely.
I did not mess it up. Okay, I did mess it up a lot. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I turned the camera on to tell them how fucked up I am. I don't know what to say. But the good news is,
I think it's very beautiful that you talk about this, because I think we went through a phase in society and media and everything where we highlighted how amazing it is to be always hustling and to push yourself even harder and harder and harder, and that resulted in so many people burning out and having actually really bad issues, or masking their own unworthiness struggle with always just keeping themselves productive, and this like whole workaholic thing as if it's like something really positive, but it can also be detrimental.
It also be very detrimental, exactly, and that's definitely the story for me. And also, like you said, you can also plaster it, and that is, I guess, the reason I'm feeling this so strongly now is because, as I've already explained on this channel, like for most of my life I was numbing myself with drugs and other methods, so I wasn't even feeling what was really underneath. And now that I am, and I'm not abusing substances anymore, and I'm fully feeling, I sometimes get very, very overwhelmed with that, and my answer is just to push through it and work through it rather than just feel it. So today I'm feeling it and vlogging it.
Which is beautiful.
Is it really? My favourite thing to eat in the world at the moment, well, it has been for a while, apart from watermelon, is gnocchi. But not just gnocchi, like you have to make my way of making gnocchi, which to be honest is quite genius. It's double baked gnocchi, that's a lie. It's boiled and tossed and baked and crispy and just the best thing in the whole world.
And it's very impressive how tan you are.
Because
I'm very tan, but I look so pale with this light compared to you.
I was just saying that earlier. This camera makes you look like 10 shades lighter than you actually are.
Yeah.
Just trust me, in real life I'm...
dark.
Very dark. Like,
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Dark chocolate. That's actually, I need to put that on the list. I've run out of dark chocolate. Cacao. Cacao. My baby's doing her yoga outside. So I'm going to show you how I make my famous double baked gnocchi. It's actually not famous, but it will be. And it's also not double baked, but that's just what I call it. So obviously everyone knows how to make gnocchi. All you do is boil it and then toss it in your sauce of choice. What I do to take it to the next level is you boil it as per usual, toss it in some pesto. I'm using green pesto today. Add in some sun-dried tomatoes, some greens, some other types of veggies if you want. Then you put it on a baking tray in the oven, let it crisp up for about 15 minutes, and it is just the most beautiful thing in the whole world. Trust me, make it this way once, there's no going back, like never. Also, just wanted to say, obviously this is not what I eat in a day, so what I'm showing you is not everything I eat in a day. I know you got that from the title, but trust me, some people are that stupid. Would you look at that? I'm actually quite tempted to dive in right now. See, just like this, absolutely beautiful. But guys, just trust me when you bake it and it gets crispy, next fucking level. Every little bit of pesto. So this literally just needs 10-15 minutes in a hot oven to crisp up. And just you wait. Hot. Now we're talking. Trust me, that little extra bit of crunch, it just makes the world of difference. Would you look at that? Guys, when I tell you this is the most delicious thing in the whole world. Cheers. Just cutting open a Haas avocado to have just as a snack like this. I fucking love it on its own when it's a good... That is a good creamy one, just with a little spritz of lime and a little bit of salt. So creamy, so soothing as well. We have foraged. I don't even know. Stolen. These are some wild nettles which Jill picked up this morning, and they are... Baby, careful.
You're gonna sting yourself.
Oh, they're stinging nettles. These are the ones that sting the fuck out of you if you touch them. But if you juice them, they're actually highly nutritious and pretty delicious. Yeah, you can also cook them. You can make them into smoothies. I mean, I've personally never done this, but I'm gonna trust her on it. We're making some Jill's making some green juice. What are we putting in it? Cucumber. Celery. Lime. Parsley. Dark kale. Ginger. And stinging nettles. If this stings my throat, I think she's trying to finish me off. Well done. I literally just changed as well. How do you even miss your mouth when you're drinking something? How? That nettle's really stinging my throat. It's a very good green juice, but mine are better. I have realised that, first of all, can we just appreciate what a good boyfriend I am? I always make sure that Jill has fresh flowers on the bedstand. Thumbs up button right now. I've had a lot of frustration this week because there's been so much passion and drive within me to speak up about things which are absolutely classed as controversial. I feel like there's so much going on in the world which is just accepted right now, and so many agendas are being pushed, and society just accepts because they're worried about being classed as some kind of phobic. And I know this is so random and has nothing to do with the vlog, but when I vlog, I just talk about whatever the fuck's on my mind. So guys, I just realized I forgot to give you a review of the second brownie that I bought earlier in town. It's just before bed and I want to eat something. I tried their coconut one before and it was bomb. Although it wasn't really like a brownie, it's more like a, I don't know, it's more like a thick raw kind of dessert. Do you see what I mean? It's like really dense and it's not like brownie-y, it's more like a thick slab of chocolate. But I'm not complaining, so cheers. That's absolutely fucking delicious. It's not a brownie though. I would give this 9 out of 10 because it is one of the most delicious things I've ever eaten. But it's not a brownie, you know? So it's not getting the full 10. Anyways, I love you all and I'll see you on the next video. Laters.